Mabugo!
Millionaire's girlfriend insults Maid in front of everyone. His furious reaction changes everything. A shocking twist reveals who people truly are. A wealthy man witnesses his girlfriend belittling their housekeeper and explodes in anger. Don't forget to share which country you're watching from. The evening appeared calm on the mansion's terrace until Eleanor's cruel laughter shattered the peace. In front of everyone, she pointed at Clara, the housemaid carrying a huge garbage bag on her back, and said coldly, "Your value lies inside that bag." The silence that followed was so intense it felt like the air had frozen. As Clara's eyes filled with helpless tears, she held on to her quiet dignity, pressed her lips together, and kept walking without responding. She had faced years of scorn, but those words wounded her deeply. Elena, graceful yet arrogant, crossed her arms and let out a mocking laugh meant to remind everyone who held power in that home. What she didn't realize was that someone was watching her every move, someone whose judgment mattered far more than all the wealth she flaunted. Behind her, Daniel, her millionaire boyfriend, stood motionless. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. His gaze fixed on Clara, not as an employee, but as a person humiliated before them all. His chest burned with anger, though he stayed silent, trying to process the cruelty he had just witnessed from the woman he once intended to share his life with. Elena, unaware of the damage her words had caused, turned to Daniel for approval. "Darling, look how she drags that bag. Isn't it pathetic? She doesn't even know her purpose. She ruins the beauty of this house." Her smirk waited for his agreement, but Daniel's expression didn't change. His face was firm, brows furrowed, while the guests shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Clara set the bag down and looked up for the first time. In a calm but trembling voice, she said, "Miss, maybe I'm worth nothing to you, but each day I give my best to make this place shine. I don't deserve to be treated this way." Her words sliced through the air, leaving Elena momentarily speechless. The mockery in her eyes turned to irritation at being challenged. "How dare you talk back to me?" Elena shouted. "You're just staff. You're here to serve, not to make speeches. And know your place. I run this house." Her venomous voice echoed against the walls, and several guests looked away, embarrassed for her. Clara stayed composed on the outside, though inside she was breaking apart. Daniel finally stepped forward. His breath was heavy, his eyes cold. He couldn't watch the woman who claimed to love him treat another human being with such contempt. Every word Elena spoke pushed him further away. Seeing the pain and strength in Clara's face, Daniel realized a truth he could no longer ignore. If you're enjoying the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Elena tried to grab Daniel's arm, pretending affection to soften the tension. "Honey, calm down. I was just teasing her. You know me, don't take it seriously." But Daniel didn't respond as she expected. His silence was more frightening than any yell, his clenched jaw showing rage ready to erupt. Meanwhile, Clara picked up the bag again with trembling hands, desperate to escape the humiliation. The air turned still. Everyone waited. Then Daniel finally spoke. His voice roared like thunder, and the fury blazing in his eyes made everyone freeze. "Elena, that's enough," he thundered, his voice echoing across the courtyard. It wasn't mere anger, it was a cry filled with pain and dignity. "I won't let you insult Clara or anyone else in this house ever again. Do you even realize what you've done? This isn't funny. It's cruelty. And if you can't understand that, maybe you never truly knew me." His words hit harder than any slap, and Elena's pride began to crumble under the gaze of the man who had always defended her. Guests started whispering, some awkwardly, others nodding quietly as if they'd waited for this moment. Elena lifted her chin, trying to recover her pride. "You're overreacting, Daniel. I just said what everyone thinks. That woman is just a maid. You can't compare our lives." But her voice trembled. Control was slipping from her hands. Clara tried to step in. "Mr. Daniel, please don't worry. I'm used to this. It's not the first time I've been spoken to like that. What matters is that I know who I am, and what I'm worth, even if others can't see it." Her quiet, honest words struck like truth itself. She wasn't asking for pity. She was proving her strength. Daniel turned to her with deep respect that stunned everyone. "Clara, you don't deserve this. I've seen you work tirelessly, taking care of every small detail in this home. The real worth of this place is you, not the jewelry, not the parties, and definitely not arrogance. And I'll say it in front of everyone, you deserve to be treated with respect, always." Several guests couldn't help but clap softly. Elena, on the other hand, began to lose control. "You can't talk about her like that in front of me. I'm your fiancé. I should be by your side, not that maid." Her tone was sharp with desperation, and the image of the confident woman she once was fell apart. Every word she spoke buried her deeper in shame. Daniel stared at her, his voice calm but cutting. "You'll never be my fiancé if your heart stays this cold. I don't want a life with someone who judges others by money or clothes. I'd rather surround myself with people who teach me kindness and respect, even if they have nothing to offer materially." In that moment, the ring Elena loved to flaunt lost all meaning. She tried to speak, but only a broken sob came out. Her arrogance vanished, and for the first time, she faced the truth of who she really was. With a distorted face, she turned and ran off the terrace, leaving behind a silence that both hurt and healed. Everyone knew the act was over. Daniel walked over to Clara and gently helped her put the heavy bag down. "Never again will you face something like this in this home. I'll make sure everyone who works here is treated with the respect they deserve. Because without you, none of this would matter." Clara lowered her gaze, tears of relief flowing freely. The atmosphere that had once been filled with humiliation was now replaced by quiet admiration and respect. The guests, having seen everything, understood they had witnessed something beyond wealth or class. And in everyone's heart remained one undeniable truth. Appearances deceive, but respect and dignity should always remain non-negotiable.